looking today, I'm grateful, and I think I've said this recently too, but it hit me again today as I look at the enrollment report that we're flat, or actually down 50 students right now from where we were this time last year, and I'm with a mild increase from the state, but some wonderful financing. I'm just grateful that the finance office works as hard as it does so that we can find and pull money from various places. School finance in Arizona is very complex. It's not a simple formula, but I'm just grateful that those services are there so we can continue to provide a high quality education for the students in Sahuarita, and to do our best to treat the employees that call us their workplace and their home during the day as well as we can, and I'm grateful for that. And this time of year always gets me a little soft. I've been at the back of many a concert with Mr. Downs over here, and got teary-eyed in the back as kids are doing great in their concerts and their final year events. It's really kind of a cool time of year to watch and see all the achievement for the year. So those are things that were on my mind this week and this evening, and I'm grateful to be here and be part of this wonderful community. So thank you, Madam President.
Mr. Rodriguez.
No report this time.
Mr. Bruno.
Yeah, I got to attend the Teen Maze and Career Days at Walden Grove. As a matter of fact, I presented at the Career Day. It was kind of, I will say the staff took on quite a challenge. Most schools separate those events and don't do them together. So there were students all over the place running left and right. But I will tell you, there were some real winners in that group. They were all attentive. I think all of the career tables, someone stopped and talked, and the presentations were well received. The Teen Maze went very well. I couldn't believe the number of students who were taking advantage of both those, as well as leaving names and looking for jobs for themselves for the summer. So it showed a lot of initiative, and I think that was an amazing event for the Walden Grove staff just to pull it off with both events. And I will also say that about a week ago, I got to go down to 2 weeks ago, maybe, down to Sopri and have lunch with the kids. And I always learn something when I sit with a group of kids, and have to take a grain of salt with that because they tell me about family life, and you never know what you're going to hear. And then got to tour some of the classrooms and look at the advanced classrooms as well. So I learned a lot while I was there.
Thank you very much. Ms. Reese.
I just want to put out a shout out to our music programs. State Festival is this week on Friday, and so any of our music programs that are traveling to State Festival this week, good luck, and I hope you guys get your superior ratings and have a good time while you're there. So that's it.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to our recognition of staff, students, and community. And we have some special guests here tonight from the Santa Cruz Cardinals. Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, President Lowe, members of the board. You know, I've been around now a fairly long time, 19 years. And when I first came, I heard about this group called the Santa Cruz Valley Cardinals, and I didn't really understand what they did other than that they used to help our students out. And very recently, in fact, this spring, I was invited to attend the huge car show. I learned it's the biggest car show in our region outside of, there's one in Tucson that compares. And I got to be a judge. And I got to see probably 400 of the most beautiful cars. Some of these cars were so amazing. I think they're probably worth more than a lot of homes. I mean, these were unbelievable cars. But in addition to that, I got to learn a little bit and meet some of these men and women and see about what they do. And what they do is really support what I think is our secret sauce, which is that spirit of community that binds us together and focuses on things that we want to do together to make a meaningful impact beyond what any of us could do by ourselves. And, you know, in our community, I think that we like to call it the Sahuarita Wins Way, that's how we do things. And these folks have done a couple of things that are absolutely unbelievable. First of all, we all know how important high level of skills and technical training is, and the world becomes more complex and our students need to be prepared for that. And these folks are going to make a contribution. I'll let them, I won't steal their thunder. They're going to make a significant contribution to the Sahuarita Automotive Technology Program. And more recently, even, I shared with Gary and Phil and a couple of the folks about a new initiative that we have started in partnership with Pima Community College. And the goal is to put as many of our kids at Pima College who are going to go to Pima College, as Pima is a gateway for a variety of different post-secondary opportunities, whether you want a high-skilled industry credential, a professional certificate, a 2-year degree, a 4-year degree. It's the place that most of our students go, and we want to provide full tuition for 2 years for as many of our students as we can get there. So we launched this big campaign to raise funds. Freeport helped us out. The local Masonic Lodge helped us out. Then we got a match from the Pima Foundation, and we're well underway. In fact, next year, I'm proud to tell you that we have 15 students from our high schools that are going to benefit from this opportunity. And the folks, as I understand it today, are going to make a contribution, which is going to be matched by the Pima Foundation. Again, so I just can't tell you how much I appreciate these folks and how much they put wind in my sails about the fact that this is a pretty special place, and this is yet another example. So I think we have Kelly, Phil, Ray, the whole gang. Just come on down. The microphone is yours, and I think Mr. Bruno's standing there to take your money, I believe is what he's doing. And before you all come down, I want to ask Mr. Palacios, who's the Dean of Dual Enrollment at Pima Community College, to come down, because hopefully we can take a picture, even if it's just by eye. Oh, there you go. Kim came prepared today, so I'm going to go down and stand. Yeah, let's get the whole board over there. And we can stand on the steps over here. It's good. We'll take the picture, and then you can say a few words, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Well, this evening, the Car Club is proud to announce we are going to give $20,000 to the high school auto tech program.
Could you say that again, please?
$20,000. An additional $20,000 to the WIN program for the students to go on to Pima Community College.
Woo! Would you like to say anything else? That says it all, but I mean, yeah. No, we would just like to say thank you for helping us advance our noble mission of helping every student be the best that he and she can be. And we thank you. We look forward to continuing the partnership. I think this one says PCC Foundation, so can I entrust that in your capable hands? You look like an honest guy, Mr. Palacios. Despite what your wife says about you, you're all right in my book. And this one is SUSD 30, and this is for the automotive group. And again, I just want to shake your hand, say thank you, thank you, thank you, my friend.
Manny,
Appreciate it.
can you guys, we would love to shake your hand as well.
Yeah,
I
guess they got to file you through.
Yeah. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you.
Say anything. Do you think so? No.
Thank you again very, very much.
Yes, she's right there. Yep, you got it. She took the picture.
You're awesome. All right, we'd like to move on to staff. Bonner?
Again,
Dr. Valenzuela.
one of our favorite parts of the meeting is recognizing the amazing people that make magic happen here in Sahuarita Unified School District. And a big part of that is our amazing and dedicated support staff team members. You know, that our support staff makes up about half of all of our, I think it's now 860, 870 employee team members, and they're a vital element of our success. I know who's going to be honored here this evening, and I know firsthand, because I'm on that campus a lot, that this individual moves like faster than the speed of light and is everywhere and makes an amazing impact. So, Scott, why don't you tell us about it?
Yes, thank you very much. It's my pleasure to read this nomination. As you know, picking one person from 400 is very hard to do. The stack of applications that we have is getting larger and larger, and it's difficult to pick just one person because we have so many wonderful people. But it is my pleasure to read this nomination from Mrs. Stephanie Magnuson and the Sahuarita High School team. They have nominated Mrs. Rosa Leone as the Sahuarita Unified School District Support Staff Member of the Month. Rosa is the glue that keeps our front office and school running, from organizing sub-coverage every morning and partnering with the business department to help with budgeting and purchasing to support all students and parents' needs as best that they can. Rosa is always going above and beyond. She has worked at the school for many, many, many years and knows all the ins and outs. In fact, whenever planning something and questions come up, Rose is the one we turn to for guidance and history lessons. She helps plan pivotal events such as registration, graduation, and works hard to ensure our Mustangs get the very best. She loves as our own. Rosa is a keeper of all things SHS, and whenever anyone needs anything, she is the one they turn to. As a new building principal, Rosa has been my right-hand woman, and I'm forever grateful to her. Positive and proactive, her can-do attitude is greatly appreciated and admired. SHS is lucky to have Rosa and I'm honored to nominate her for this recognition, again, that comes from Mrs. Stephanie Magnuson, principal, and the team at SHS.
Thank you very, very much. And then we're going to move on to students. Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am. President Lowell, members of the board. Did you know that we are completing the 17th year of the Leader in Character program? It's been around since 2007. It even predates my superintendency. I was sitting on the other chair. And it's lasted because of what it represents. It represents the fact that getting an education is important, and it involves shaping and developing and modeling your character and your citizenship as much as it means reading, writing, and arithmetic. That character does count. And we know that we have amazing students here. We see that every day. I strive with intentionality to be in schools as often as I can, and I meet them and I talk to them and I attend their events and I see them in the classroom. They're amazing. But I know it's a team effort, and I know that mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, nana, tata, tias, you know, it's a family affair. And what you do as family, I see a lot of you here, you make a difference. And I encourage you to continue making that difference. As we close out 17 years of the Leader in Character Award, I say thank you to our partners. Both Freeport-McMoran and the Green Valley News have been our partners in this effort all along, from day one. So we thank you for that. We recognize that character does count. This is our last recognition of the year because, of course, then next month is May, and then it goes full speed to the finish line. So this is our last one. We will present you, Mr. Bruno will present you with a letter from me, a signed certificate, and a little token of our appreciation. It's a gift card to a local bookstore, of course, because we want you to read over the summertime. But please know it comes with sincere appreciation and acknowledgement for the specialness of this award. So we got a couple from March. When your name is called, we know the routine. Come on down. Mr. Bruno will present your award. Come down here. This team is very anxious to shake your hand and congratulate you. Mr. Bonner over there will line you up on the steps. Ms. Smith over here will take your picture so that you can be in the newspaper and everybody can know how amazing you are. And then we'll all clap for you. So here we go. Leaders in character. We have a couple from March that weren't able to be here. And our first one is from Sopari Elementary School, Mariah Yapitz. Mariah, are you here today? Okay. We had another one from last month, Alessandra Barraza. Alessandra. Alessandra's a second grader from Copperview. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. And then it's so small, you got to break out the cheaters. Yes, our next honor, now we're in April, and we're in the month of April. Sopri School, congratulations, Rome Zamora. Come on down. Keep up the good work. And of course, at Anza Trail, we have 2 students to recognize, beginning with the leader in character from 4th grade, Zoe Ruiz. Zoe. And our second honoree from Anza Trail School is a 7th grader. Congratulations, Yaritza Campos. Come on down. Congratulations, Yaritza. Keep up the good work. And we now move to Sahuarita Primary School, where our leader in character is Diego Vigil. Diego! And at Sahuarita Intermediate School this evening, it's my pleasure to recognize their leader in character, 3rd grader Madeline Rodriguez. Okay. I believe we're now up to Copperview School, I believe. And Copperview, our leader in character is 5th grader Abigail Hand. Come on down. And now we honor our leaders in character from Wrightson Ridge K-8 School. And our first honoree this evening is Andrea Miranda Garcia. Our second leader in character this evening from Wrightson Ridge School is a 7th grader. Congratulations, Marco Maxwell. Congratulations. As we move on to Sahuarita Middle School, where our leader in character is 7th grader Maya Logan. Maya. the good work. And now we move on to our high schools, beginning with Sahuarita High School. Their leader in character is a senior. Congratulations, Brianna Yescas. And at Walden Grove High School this evening, they are also proud to recognize a senior. And that person's name is Savannah Marquez Rodriguez. And I guess it's fitting that our other high school serving school, Sahuarita Digital Pathways Academy, also honors a senior. The leader in character from SDPA is senior Ilse Aviles Vieira. Ilse. What a great group. Kim's going to get up to take the official picture, but parents and grandparents, if you'd like to come down to get a shot for your own personal use, we'll kind of take a deep breath and take those photos. Okay. Congratulations to all of you. One more round of applause. Un aplauso. Yeah. Thank you again so much during these super busy days for making time to be here with us. You're of course welcome to stay, but I understand there's homework and other activities. You're free to leave at this time if you wish. And we'll take a little 1-minute break and then we'll start the meeting up again.
I think everything's calmed down. We would like to move on to item number 6, call to public. Ms. Reese, do we have any?
We do. We have one speaker this evening.
All right. Do you want to go ahead and
Read the stuff.
guidelines?
Consideration and discussion of comments and concerns from the public. Those wishing to address the governing board may do so at this time or at the board's discretion at the time the item appears on the agenda. All speakers are requested to hold their comments to 2 minutes or less. 20 minutes will be allowed for both online and in-person comments. In accordance with the Arizona Open Meeting Law, board members may not respond, comment, or ask questions of speakers regarding issues not on the agenda. Any comments not read during this agenda item will still be entered into the public record. The speaker this evening is Rebecca Oravec.
Thank you very much. We'll start the timer once you start speaking. No problem. Oh, good. Thank you. So proceed when ready. Thank you very much.
I'm a middle school teacher at Wrightson Ridge, and each of you know me pretty well. You've been at my events, and you've been part of presenting me with awards. I have the best principal. I have the best staff. Our principal speaks for us. She fights for us, and we feel she's not being heard. The students at Wrightson are not just numbers, but as a data-driven district, it seems that that's what we focus on. We are a small K-8. We have one team per grade. Our conditions are unique, and our numbers will very rarely be as large as other schools. Whether I have 3 students needing reteach or 15, I still have to pull a small group. Our health office serves 9 grade levels, and that is a 2-person job. I invite you to join Miss Ceci in our health office for an hour and compare the needs of students she sees to any other school in this district, numbers that exceed several other schools combined, which she must manage completely on her own. Her ratio is 857 to 1. That is absurd. As a K-8, we have 2 operating schedules, elementary and middle school. We build the middle school schedule around student needs and choices in programming. This board approved the move to 8 periods to offer 2 electives. Our entire schedule was rebuilt again, as it has each year since we opened. The high school uses a co-teaching model for special education, math, and ELA. We know that's what's best for students. We built the schedule around this, knowing that having 2 full-time resource teachers, one for math and ELA, is what would be best for our students. It was written into the proposal for the move to 2 electives. We have now been denied that position we need to make it work, meaning our resource teachers will continue to be stretched across both elementary and middle school schedules. Our special education students will have to be pulled from other contents such as science, social studies, or electives in order to receive their services. Tell me, which classes are you saying are not important for them when that decision is made? Which one is okay for them or necessary for them to miss? We cannot do pull-out services like in elementary school in a middle school. We aren't asking for things that we don't need, and we're not asking for extra or what would be nice. We are desperate. Since Wrightson Ridge has opened, we've been short for a position here or there, and we've held it together like Band-Aids. I appreciate the 4% raise and that we are fiscally responsible and have a carryover of a few million. However, recently I spoke to Dr. V at the District Arts Show, and he emphasized the need to invest in people. That is not just a paycheck. It means listening and acting when we're telling you what we desperately need. Just because we've been making it work doesn't mean that we should have or that it's sustainable. 2 hours ago, I learned the administrative team is meeting tomorrow to discuss staffing again. I urge the board to step in, help us, and support us in this need and approve these essential staffing options.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll move on to item number 8, new business, discussion possible public online auction items. Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am.
Sahuarita.
Thank you, President Lowell, members of the board. You have in your packet a number of items that, in accordance with state administrative rule, may be designated as fit for public option so that we can capture residual dollars for them as we strive to resourcefully do. And at this point, I do recommend your authorization of those items in such capacity so that they can be put on the auction block.
Thank you very much. We have a recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you very much. We'll move on to the consent agenda. Dr. Valenzuela.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you once again, President Lowell, members of the board. You have in your packet a comprehensive list of items that are considered routine consent and may be considered in one comprehensive complete motion. And at this point, I do recommend your approval of the consent agenda in its entirety as it's presented.
Thank you very much. We have a recommendation. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you very much. We'll move on to possible future agenda considerations. Any,
Yeah, Madam President,
Dr. Sparks?
I just would like to request at a future meeting. I've been here a long time, so I have a pretty good grasp of, I think, the concept, but at the same time, I'm always learning something new every day. Maybe at some point in the future, could we, maybe not in the far future, but in the near future, some point in time, we could have an explanation for the entire board on how we, being a data-driven district, how we come to the determination on determination how many positions we have at each school and for what purpose they serve, and so that everybody understands that process better.
Sure. Want to make it public? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. Any other possible future agenda items? We'll move on to establish the next board meeting, May 8th, here at the district auditorium. We don't have any executive session, adjournment. We need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Motion. Oh, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you very much.
much.
Meeting adjourned.